Humans and Nature, Trends and Crises. Social psychologist Erich Fromm wrote in his classic book, The Sane Society, that as humans alter the world, they also alter themselves, thereby creating many unintended circumstances. Environmentalist and deep ecology author Paul Shepard, following up on Fromm's ideas in his classic Nature and Madness, suggested that the Western world's consumptive behavior is creating a lack of connectedness, rootedness, meaning, and self-identity, and that this growth leads to insanity of greed, ambition, and in essence, a form of madness. He goes on to suggest that modern Western society has not entered into a mature stage of development relative to its relationship with the natural world. While arising from complex issues, Shepard's thesis is simple. Humans have stalled out in their development. We have become stuck in adolescence, that place where exploration and boundary pushing are backed by a well-armed ego and lowered concern for impact on self and others. Youth are more impulsive and seemingly selfish at this stage, and that is fine in the bigger picture of human development. Many advances in human capacity have occurred because this state exists, although it may be hampered in more recent decades through our increasingly risk-averse society. The adolescent brain interprets and enters into risk-taking in a very different manner than that of a child or an adult. As we now know, the brain development carries on until mid to late 20s, and judgment and self-preservation seem to go hand in hand with those last frontal lobe developments. So the adolescent brain operates with increased risk tolerance, hyper-rationality for those risk-related activities, and lowered concern for others. This reality originally led to further ranging of human communities into new hunting territories and bolstered bravery in combat defending homelands. In modern times, this reality has led to the breaking of sports records and continually accelerating demonstrations of human achievement in the physical realm, at least. Shepard's thesis was most critical of this stalled development in that it has resulted in atrocities against Mother Nature in general due to the lack of rootedness or connection with nature, and a failure to reach mature and elder mentor stages as a society. While pursuing the ultimate possibilities of achievement, including financial success, many adults have carried on within a stage of adolescent development, where the achievement model equates to conquering, regardless of human or environmental costs. The teaching of basic food production and local knowledge of flora and fauna, let alone excursions into wild nature, are often considered novel and unique experiences. Further, we are also now witnesses to the gravest conditions of a global environmental health, from species and cultural extinction to climate change and deteriorating air quality and food security issues. While not hard to rationalize or demonstrate, poor environmental health has been linked to poor physical health. Harder to legitimize is the relationship between ill environmental health and its negative effect on the human psyche, ill mental health. Ecopsychology theory depicts our psychological health as intricately related to environmental health. We may yet come to accept the links between current global environmental problems and increasing rates of mental illness as a society. Was Erich Fromm correct 55 years ago in suggesting that a significant cataract in the universal vision of our relationship to nature may have caused us to go insane? With an apparent cultural forgetting of modern Western society's earlier relationship with nature and possible evolutionary preferences being denied, it is easy to conceive that we should be taking action to restore our relationship with nature from a psychological and health perspective. If our societal madness has detached us from an equitable and beneficial balance with our environment, what is the antidote and how does it work? If contact with nature, as simply proposed here, is an antidote and a key in the context of nature-based therapy, what theoretical support exists to articulate it?